Somebody told me that because I'm a jumpy spider, I can spin webs. Which is a really unfair thing to say. See, I can...
That's okay.
Gender activist community. They'll tear off his genitals with their teeth. They'll rip off his...
Little trouble there. Let's pick it up at 17. Ready? 5, 6, and... Not quite my tempo. Here we go. 5, 6, and... Downbeat on 18. Okay, here we go. 5, 6, and... Bar 17, the and of 4. Got it? 5, 6, 7. Not quite my tempo. It's all good. No worries. Here we go. 5, 6, 7. You're rushing. Here we go. Ready? Okay. 5, 6, and. Dragging just a hair. Wait for my cue. 5, 6, 7. Rushing. 5, 6, and. Dragging. 5, 6, and.
When did this meme become popular?
Voyager carries a golden record containing a greeting.
What's up, bro?
Hello?
Yo. Motherfucker.
Asshole!
Hey, fuck you, bitch.
You are dead meat! I want to apologize.
Is Bad Bunny's impression of your views correct here? Do I want to click this? Don't do it, Nicole. I've defended you on stream. Don't do this.
What opinions do you disagree with, if you don't mind answering? Abortion, for one. Absolutely. I am not anti-abortion. He is anti-abortion. Another is, like, his weird, like, I know this started as a meme, but it kind of turned into something more than that. The thing where, like, you have to be attracted to all ethnicities or else you're racist. I know he won't ever say it that, like, blatantly. Or maybe he would, maybe he wouldn't. But, like, that's the impression I've gotten from him. Because he's like, I'm not saying you are racist, but perhaps there's racism. Perhaps racism's the reason you're not attracted to other ethnicities. I'm like, Funny's so woke on feminist stuff, but she's so...
Okay. Let's play Hollow Knight. I don't want to do it. Hold on one second. Let me turn my light on. Respond to that clip. What there's... So I guess if you like missed it, basically all I was saying is that sometimes it's good to take a step back and analyze some statements you've made and see what you aren't attracted to, because it's possible that it's informed by racist views. It's not necessarily true. If somebody were to make a statement like, I think that girls with brunette hair look more attractive than girls with blonde hair, it's a fair statement. You can have preferences like that, and that's fine. If somebody says something like, I would never date a black person or a Mexican though, whew. It is possible that you've really thought about it and you're just not really attracted to people with, say, darker skin or whatever. That's possible. But man, it more sounds like there's a lot of shit baked into that that's probably not as good. All right. Isn't that by definition racism? Not necessarily, but it could be. That's all I was saying. Evan is gone forever. And I'm gonna be unavailable for a few days from the, what the fuck? Only a god could make this on his first
What
try.
do I do if I'm only attracted to destiny?
From the 26th to the 29th, I think. I think you can simply dislike the color of skin without being racist in the slightest. I'm one of those people that would never date a black person. Yeah, I guess it's possible. Honestly, I don't believe that's well, internally, I'm not sure if it's true or not. If I really believe that or not. Like, I guess it's possible depending on how you evaluate people that you're dating. But like, just the skin color of somebody is like one of so many different characteristics. Like, I feel like I could find, like, for any person that had an open mind that would say, like, I would never date, like, a Mexican or a black person or an Asian or whatever, I feel like I could find somebody that would break that mold. And what you would find out is that they're actually, like, it's a combination of characteristics you don't find attractive or something like that. But that, like, the idea that, like, all people of a certain ethnicity could never be dateable seems like a hard sell to me. I mean, it's possible, though. If you're not used to a characteristic, it can make a person with them a lot more or less attractive. That could explain it without racist undertones. Well, but that's kind of like racist by definition almost, right? Like, maybe I'm just not used to that type of person, therefore I don't like any of them in that way. It's not like racist and like I'm trying to like destroy, or racist is like a really loaded term. But I mean, like, I don't know. It just feels like a kind of an unfair generalization. I mean, I don't know. At the end of the day, you only shortchange yourself, so it's whatever. Where am I going? Are you going to Yemen? I'll be in Nebraska. How does this conversation work with the "you can't control what you're attracted to" meme? Well, that's basically what I'm saying, is I don't know if it's really an attraction to black people that is the thing for most people. It's more like you have these preconceived notions of what all black people are like, and that preconceived notion is something you're not attracted to. Like, all black girls are ratchet and argumentative and violent or whatever. I don't know. Who the hell thinks that way? Plenty of people think that. Well, never mind. I don't know. It's very hard to have this conversation, because to truly have this conversation, you have to be very, very, very honest with yourself. And I don't even know if most people are capable of that. And also, most people won't do it for the sake of winning or an argument or whatever. So it's not even really like a conversation I enjoy having. But I mean, like, if you're somebody that is like truly introspective, or you truly value like maximizing, I guess, like your intellectual experiences, like you don't want to shortchange yourself out of anything potential because of some weird bias or whatever you have, I mean, I think it's worth looking into. I had that idea for a long time. I don't think I've ever been like intentionally racist in my life. I'm sure that by being conservative, there are some views that I had that were probably not, that were kind of fucked up. But I've never like hated black people ever. But there was a point in my life where I like very firmly believe for a large portion of my life where I was like, I would just never date a black person. I just don't find black people attractive. And I felt like I said that without being racist at all or anything. But then I remember that I met a black chick who was like super fucking cool. And I don't know, after talking with her for a little bit, like, I totally changed I was like, wait a second, like, this is really fucking dumb. Like, I have this idea in my head of kind of like what I expect all black girls to meet, or to be, but this one like totally breaks that mold. And it's not actually that I'm not attracted to black women at all. It's just that whatever notion I had of all black women being was something that I wasn't attracted to. But that was kind of a dumb way for me to, I guess, like, view it in my head, if that makes any sense. Would you say the same thing about men? Do you think when a person says they're not attracted to men, you can say the same thing? If not, what's different? I think men... So... these words are also loaded, and I just hate these arguments. I think that it's okay to say you're not attracted to men, and that doesn't require like a large amount of analysis, because I think there's a fair amount of material there for you to decide that you're not attracted to a person. So for instance, like, if you're not attracted to, say, like, dicks, or the types of sex you would have with men, or all of the like very common like male characteristics, I think that that's enough of you to say that, probably. But for like black women, like, that's literally just a skin color. Everything else is variable. I don't know if just a skin color is necessarily, or at least for me, that's not enough of a reason to keep me from wanting to date someone if they check off like every other box, you know? Don't you think media representation is a huge part of what you find attractive? Oh yeah, of course. I agree to some degree, but speaking from personal experience, I think sexuality can be the same. You know, honestly, dude, I agree with that. I don't think before I would have never ever considered dating a transgender person until I had to spend like a long night thinking about it. And then afterwards I was like, you know what, actually, yeah, fuck it, I probably could. Or I would, I guess I was ready to give it a go.